Hi there, welcome to my new vlog. This is Dashimian Watson, and I'm editing this video for my chapter 4 or series 4 in my life as a cosmetology vlog series. I'm putting in this kinky here for a graduating from school. She's graduating from high school, and just gonna finish up where I'm just gonna start where I finish up from on that last vlog that I posted with um the braid that I had done before, the gray braid that I had done on the last vlog series. So I was telling you guys about my experience after leaving Montgomery Community College and the call center. I worked at Verizon. I worked with Verizon AT&T in the call center at Freeport, and I went back to school while I was working for AT&T and T and Verizon, and I stopped and went back to school, and then I started working back at the call center again after I finished college. I worked for Bell South in the Montego Bay Free Zone area. So after leaving the Montego Bay call center, the Free Zone area, my friends told me that I should stop working there because I was making a lot of money doing braids. I had to follow them home. They carried me home to their house and paid me to braid their hair because I was wearing braids. So I actually planned my 2-year-old daughter birthday party, and the party had finished like 2 o'clock in the morning, in the AM, and I had to do my neighbor's hair. My neighbor is just living right in front of my house, so she could see me partying and go in and out, so I couldn't escape doing her hair. So I had to go to work the same day that I was going to the call center, to the free zone. So I had to choose between doing her hair, and her name is Nadine, and she is a representative of the NCB bank in Jamaica. Actually, she worked at the top floor. She was very, very ambitious in the bank, and working there, she worked, I don't know the position that she held, but I had favors a lot of favors from coming from her. So I had to choose between doing her hair and doing my free zone work the day that I stopped working. So I decided to do her hair, and I did not go back to work. I did not go back to work. I did not bring in my my what they call it when you retire from your job, and I did not bring in that application, that letter of that letter that you're supposed to bring in when you're leaving a job. I can't even remember the name of the letter, but I did not bring that in. I did not submit my letter, and I did not go back to the free zone ever. I have not returned to the free zone from that day until now. So I started working with my neighbors, and I started doing their hair. Her hair, I had to do a rope twist at the time, so it was gonna take long. I could not do her hair and go back to work in the night or the morning, and it was very tremendous. After doing that party, it took me like 2-3 hours to clean up. All my neighbors from down below, beside, across, above me came, and it was a Connell Courts housing scheme, and the scheme was getting very populated. So you just can imagine all the friends and neighbors that I had at the party. I threw the party for my daughter. It was brats. I took my paycheck, the entire paycheck. I took someone else's money. I took all the money that I could gather up, and I threw a huge party for my daughter for her 2-year-old birthday. And I know that Tasha Peter Kane. I know that she remembers her 2-year-old birthday party because it was awesome. So I started doing their hair. My baby father had agreed to go along with the idea of me doing all my neighbors and best friends, clientele, schoolmates, and etc. here at the house. He had no problem with it. I did not expect that he would have a problem with it because I was making a lot of money and I was bringing in things in. I was buying a lot of things, bringing in the house. So you can just imagine how much influence I had on the community, on my neighbors, on the kids, on my neighbors, on my family. My family, they got so proud of me. My neighbors were so very proud of me because I have been going back and forth to work and school. So while I was working, I was in college, and while I was in college, studying, I was working. So I was back and forth working, going to school, working, going to school. So I decided that in the near future, I would go back to doing more subject than I would do a upper level in cosmetology. I worked for about 5 years with my daughter and I started building. We had some construction projects going on in my family's house, my house, at the country where I was born and grew with my mother, and at my baby father's house. So I decided on buying like material stuff like I bought sand, I bought stones, I bought cement, I bought lumber, I bought zinc, I didn't buy any ply. I did not buy any ply. I haven't bought a sheet of ply in my entire life. I bought pine. I bought lumber two before. I made a list, and all the things that I put on my list, my neighbors, they came forth, and they were living like right behind me. They came forth and saw me making my list, doing my list, and they contributed to helping me building my first project, my first extended project on my mother's house. That was a 16 by 17 bedroom. So they came from behind and they saw me making my list and they contributed and said that they were going to help me bring me back to the country, and started my roots there. So that was when I planned on getting my roots or my foundation grounded in my community back where I came from. So I chartered a vehicle and I bring them along and show them where I lived, and they decided to come and help me to build, and that's where I started to lay my foundation to not leave but to stay amongst all those who I was living with and visiting and working with to do cosmetology. So I'm still here. I've not left the community. As I said, I'm in Green Pond. I'm like walking distance from my kids' home in Coral Courts, Green Pond, and I'm still going back and forth doing braids, manicure, pedicure, etc. Actually, I'm here now in Coral Courts. This vlog that I'm doing, I'm at a house in the Coral Courts, just like right down the road from where my kids are. Doing this little girl's braid for her graduation. So I'm just going to fill in some of the information that took place while I was doing their hair, and some of the major folks that I have met after leaving the community college, braiding their hair and working along with them. I met up, I was working at the community college with the Dean of Discipline, and I met a government worker who she was the head of the CDA, the Child Development Agency, and I started doing their hair and associating with them. So I got jobs during the time I was doing hair, but I did not leave my clientele to do any full time, only part time jobs. So I'm just going to pick up from that in the end. Thank you for watching. Bye.